So even depression, is a strategy. It's a state of mind. So how can you defeat the depression of the recession and the inflation and your job laying you off? Or you. Hey friends, this is Coach Tanisha Marie. Welcome to my channel. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell for updates on more upcoming videos. Hey guys, welcome back. So I am recording a YouTube and a podcast at the same time. I'm gonna get better at doing my podcast because my podcast actually makes me money. I just have to be consistent with uploading, and thank you for everybody that has been listening to my podcast, has been sharing it. I think I got over 3,000 likes already, over 3,000 likes so far on my podcast, or views or something. Well, nevertheless, today's a new day. Today's a brand new day. Today is Monday. So what I love about Mondays is a great way to reset. So if you had a bad day yesterday, or if you had a bad week all last week, now is the time to reset and regroup. One thing that helps me is meditation, stretching in the morning, meditating. I like to listen to Abraham Hicks. In the morning, I probably listen to about 45 minutes before I even get out the bed. I'll listen to her, and just to help me change my mind, change my state, and just help me to get through the day. Then I wake up and I brush my teeth, do all that stuff, and then I look at my schedule, what I got on my schedule, what I need to do, who I need to call, who I need to contact, what is it that I need to do for that day. And if you don't have a calendar book, then you definitely want to get a calendar book so that you can have all of your appointments, whether it's doctor's appointments, meeting with clients, meeting with customers, sending out emails, whatever you need to do, you have to be organized. So follow my podcast, Black Wolf 101. Share this out, share the video out. So we're in some trying times right now. A lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are feeling the woes of the inflation. A lot of people are feeling the pinch of inflation. Gas is through the roof. We don't have any baby formula in America. Food prices are through the roof. Groceries, you buy one bag for $100. I buy, one bag, for, $100. So people are feeling it. And, when we're in a recession and inflation, what happens is people tend to start cutting back. And if you're one of those people that starts to cut back and understand how this whole inflation, thing works, you're staying ahead of the game, right? You're not allowing, the recession to get you down. But unfortunately, at least 75% of Americans don't know how to handle this and can't stay ahead because they don't have the resources. So a lot of people are depressed, and depressed is a state of mind, right? Just like feeling good is a state of mind. Feeling good is a strategy. So even depression, is a strategy. It's a state of mind. So how can you defeat the depression of the recession and the inflation and your job laying you off, or you wanting to quit your job, or you're thinking about quitting your job, or you're trying to get another job? I was listening to an audio book called The End of Jobs. You guys can get that book or just listen to the Audible, or they have it on YouTube. I really like to just listen to the Audible when I'm driving. I can listen to it so it can like soak into my subconscious. But we're in a digital era. So in the 1920s and the 1940s, it was go to school, to college, or go to high school, finish high school, and then get you a job in welding and electrician and plumbing, because in high school they taught us all these skill sets, right? They taught us all these skill sets. So all you really needed was high school. You didn't even need college. Nobody came out of high school in debt. They came right out of high school and got them a job. The economy was thriving. Everything was good, right? But as the years went on, more people came onto the world. More people came into the job market. And then the jobs started wanting people to have degrees. And I think this was around maybe the 60s and the 70s, where now all these jobs want you to have degrees. And having these degrees now pushed everybody to want to go to college. So now it was a matter of, okay, well, go to school and then go to college, right? And then get you a job. In the 70s, 80s, 90s even, that worked, right? Because the economy still was good. The economy was thriving. It still wasn't as many people as it is now. The internet literally just started. We had like the AOL, mainly people watch the internet for porn. So now the internet literally has evolved. We had MySpace in the 90s. So literally everything has evolved now. There's more people, there's more competition, there's more people going to college, there's more people needing housing, there's more people needing food. Right now, we have 8 billion people on the planet. 8 billion. It's a lot of people, right? So of course we had less people in the 1920s and the 1980s. We had way less people, right? So now the world has changed again. So every 100 years, right? Every century, right? Century's 100 years, right? Things change. Things change. The economy changes. The world changes. Unfortunately, if we stick with that same mindset that we had in the 1960s and 1980s and the 1990s, it's not working in 2022, 2021, 2023, 2025. It's not working, okay? Unfortunately, a lot of people don't like change, right? They don't like change. People in general don't like change, okay? But change is always happening. Change is inevitable, and change is necessary, right? We have to constantly change, right? We have to constantly level up. We got to constantly be trying to stay ahead. So the book, The End of Jobs, he talked about, in this day and age, instead of people trying to get a degree to compete with other people that have a degree for the same job, for either more pay or less pay, now in the digital age, you can become an entrepreneur, learn new skill set that now you know more than 5 billion people. And now you can create something that now you can bring to the internet and do marketing and advertising and make sales and make money and go change your life. So if you guys notice, even the 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds, they don't want to go to college, right? They don't want to go, right? My daughter's going to be 21. Geesh, 21 years has flew by. She's going to be 21 in a couple of months. And when she graduated high school, I was talking to her about college, but I was talking to her about trying to gain a skill that's going to last. So she said she didn't want to go to college. She wanted to go to trade school. So I said, okay, well, we go to trade school. I didn't want to argue with her. I didn't want to argue with my daughter. So she said, oh, Mom, I want to go to trade school. So she went to cosmetology school. She got her license in hair. So now she knows how to do hair. She knows how to color hair. She knows how to do hair, sew in weaves, make wigs, all that stuff. So that's a skill set that she has, that any state she go to, any country she go to, she knows how to go make money with that. right? So I'm not really interested in my daughter going to college, because now she has a skill set, right? Now doing hair, of course, you're on your feet a lot. Of course, if you're having your own business, you got to get clients, things of that nature. But if she would have went to college, she would have still been in college and she wouldn't have been making money. She went to trade school for 1 year and she got out making money right away because she already had her own business. She already understood, how to make wigs and how to color. So she came out of trade school making money, and then she started working in a salon, right? So I feel like that's a better path, right? Where you can actually gain a real skill, right? To now really help you to make money. Because college, they give you a bunch of stuff or a bunch of junk that clouds your mind and makes you forget a lot. Now, if you're going to be a doctor, that's different. If you're going to be a nurse, that's different. If you're going to be an engineer, that's different. If you're going for something in computers, because of course, everything's digital and you need to know how to fix computers. We need to know how to fix robots. So I think engineering, even for my 13-year-old, I'm trying to tell her, listen, you could go into engineering and you can go create anything. Engineering is you have a whole list of engineering, right? Engineering goes from small to big, right? You can start your own company too. So I feel like the new path is getting a skill, right? In a digital age, having a skill set where you can travel all over the world and be able to make money with. See, in the 80s and the 70s, when they said go to school, then go to college and get a job, that job, you were stationary at your job. So you can't go across the world and go make money at that job because you wasn't at work, right? See, now there's so many passive income streams. There's so many ways that you can literally just start a business, start marketing a business, start branding yourself, start putting out good content, start putting out good words. And what happens is people, right, that's on the internet, they see you, right? They start following you. They start liking what you're doing. They start trusting what you're doing. And then now, we'll go that way. And then now, right, they buy from you. So for me, tell you about my journey, I started 10 years ago, when getting a job and going to school was popular, right? Getting a job and going to school was popular. And I got fired from my job. And thank God I got fired. Like, that was like a breath of fresh air for me, because I was able to get my life back. I was able to get my time back. Just getting my life back, period. When you have a job, your job dictates everything, right? Like, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't go over here, you can't go on vacation when you want to, you can't sleep when you want to, you can't eat when you want to, you can't take a shit when you want to. It's so much restrictions, especially if you have like a city or state job that requires a lot of you. It's hard, right, to now have freedom, right? That's why they say you can't never get rich on your job, right? So when my job fired me, I started dibbling and dabbling into real estate. Real estate, I might have made, in 2 years of doing it, I might have made about $50,000. I felt good because that was $50,000 I made on my own, right? I made by myself. I didn't have a boss telling me to do it. And actually, that was more money than I made on my job, because my job only paid me 30 grand a year, right? So in 2 years, I was able to do that. Plus, I was getting, unemployment, right? And that's when Obama was in office and we was getting unemployment for 2 years. And I was living in the basement, right? But I also got connected to people on the internet. As far as I had to pay for a coach, I had to pay for a mentor, I had to join programs, I had to pay to join programs. The stuff that they had on YouTube now, they didn't have that much stuff, where you can literally type in anything and learn anything now, right? So I had to get connected to the right people that was willing to show me how. So now I was able to learn, right, marketing. I was in a system where we blogged all day. And that taught me marketing. That taught me upselling. That taught me advertising. That taught me, a lot of branding. That taught me how to build networks, how to build a list, how to email people, how to build relationships through email. So it taught me a lot. And it took me, I want to say, about 2 to 3 years to understand and kind of like master that. Once I did it and I kept doing it and I kept doing it, I started getting results. It took me, I want to say, from like 2013 to maybe 2015, 16 to probably make $150,000. So I was probably making $50,000 a year from home, with my own knowledge, the things that I've learned, mentors I've hired, courses I've bought, and just spending hours and hours and hours and spending time and time and time learning a new skill, right? Now that skill set still helps me in 2022. I still build a list. I still give people stuff away for free. I have 2 free ebooks that people could tap into. I give it away for free. And then now people get on my list. I can email them. I send them videos. I send them free PDFs that they can, download. I mean, just a lot of value that I add, to my audience, where now they say, you know what, Coach Tanisha's the real deal. I want to get with Coach Tanisha. I think Coach Tanisha, can help me. I'm going to get into her credit program. I'm getting into her Amazon course. I'm going to get into her coaching program, whatever the case is. Right? So those skills still work. I'm not saying you're going to be a coach, you want to start selling courses, and no, right? I can do anything. Right? I have a onesie brand that I sell onesies during Christmas time, right? First year, pandemic, I made $50,000. I never sold onesies before, right? But because I had the skill set, because I already had the blueprint, because I already had a mentor who was doing it, it was easy for me to do it, right? So the same thing with you, right? If you want to learn a new skill set, get you a mentor. It don't matter. And I always tell people, even my clients, it doesn't matter how much a mentor costs. It doesn't matter how much a course costs. It doesn't matter how much a coach costs, because they're going to save you time, energy, and money, okay? They may save you 5 years. So was 5 years worth the $10,000? Was 5 years worth the $500? Was 5 years worth the $5,000? Whatever it is, right? Time is what we can never get back. Time, we can never get time back, right? We can always make more money. All right, we can always grow, but we can't get time back. And if someone is where you want to be and they tell you what their price is, you pay them so they can literally cut out 5 years of headache. Now you done save 5 years of headache. All right, some people may say, oh, I want to go through it. I want to go through the headache. No, you don't. You don't want to go through the headache. That's why you hire a coach. That's why you hire a mentor. You don't want to go through the headache. It's a headache going through the headache. Right? And then you get overwhelmed and then you quit because there's no accountability, right? See, a coach also holds you accountable. A mentor also holds you accountable. Having a course also holds you accountable, because it's like, all right, I bought this course, I didn't go through it yet. Now a month went by, I still didn't go through it. A month went by. You eventually will go through it, or you just gonna say, fuck it, I'm gonna quit altogether, right? So again, we're in a digital age. If you're depressed, right? If you are depressed, you need to learn something new that's going to bring you out of that funk. You have to learn something new that's going to bring you out that funk. You got to find ways to be productive outside of your job, outside of, oh, I'm a mom, outside of, oh, I'm a wife. You got to find ways to be productive. So I tell my daughter who's 20, try everything. Try being a bartender, try network marketing, try trading, try Bitcoin, try, taking, all the city and state tests. Like, try everything in your 20s and 30s. So by the time you're in your 40s and 50s, you're not stressing over money. You're not stressing over time. You're not stressed out because your job don't want to pay you. You're not stressed out for bills, right? Because you done tried for the last 20 years. You done tried stuff. You saw what you didn't like. You saw what you like. And now you putting gas on the things that you like. So let's say you like crypto trading. You tried it in your 20s. Now in your 40s, you making $700 a day. You making $1,000 a day from trading your Bitcoin because you learned it 10 years ago and now you're doing it. Let's say you started network marketing in your 20s. You liked it. Now you done built a team where you're making 10 grand a month in your 40s, right? Let's just say, you liked, whatever, baking cakes, building brands, helping people with their credit. You studied it or you tried it in your 20s, right? You tried it in your 20s, you tried it in your 30s, right? And now you're like, I can do this, right? And I do it, and I put gas on it, and now I'm winning at it, right? So in your 20s, so tell your children, if they're in their 20s and their 30s, try everything now. Unfortunately, these kids are lazy as fuck right now, right? But still, they still can do it, right? Try everything. Try network marketing. You can get in network marketing for $10. You can get into network marketing for $100. You can get network marketing for $20, right? You can join Myecon, right? You want to start understanding finance. Start taking some finance courses. Start Googling on YouTube. Start looking at some of these finance gurus that talk about finance, right? Start watching some. You got to get in production mode. This is what I'm trying to say. You got to get your ass in production mode if you're depressed and you suffer from anxiety. Production is going to lower your anxiety and your depression. If you're just sitting around scrolling on Instagram all day, you hating on your sisters, you hating on your cousin because they married, they ain't got a man, and you ain't got a man, you're going to be more depressed. If you're sitting around looking at everybody posting their new house, posting their new car, posting that they made $1,000 a day, you're going to get more depressed. You got to get in production mode, right? See, that's why for me, the industry I'm in is consulting, education. This industry will never go away. No robot is going to replace me because people are going to always need guidance and people are going to always need help. This is universal. Okay. That's why my business is global. That's why I run a 7-figure business from the comfort of my home, right? Being able to help people literally across the world through Zoom or on my phone through Facebook Messenger or Facebook call or Instagram call. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I love what I do. I help all type of people. I help people get money, funding, and finances. I help people get their credit together. I help people get courses. I'm a one-stop shop. I have networks of people, right? So it's a beautiful thing, right? But I had to grind. I've been doing it 10 years, right? I had to take time to study, and I'm still studying. I'm studying right now, right? I have one of my mentees. She gave me her ebook. She created an ebook, right? So now I'm going to finish reading her ebook on business credit, right? I don't know everything about business credit, right? So got to always keep learning, right? That literally stops me from having depression and anxiety. It helps me to keep moving. And as a coach, as a mentor, you got to stay 10 steps ahead of everybody else anyway. I told you in the book, The End of Jobs, he said, instead of trying to go to college and getting a degree just to compete with someone else who has the same degree for the same money or less money, why don't you learn a skill set that 5 billion people don't know and then go to the market and sell that skill set? Now you can make unlimited money. Now you got how many people paying you? If you got 10 people paying you and one decide not to pay you no more, you still got 9. See, with your job, if your job decide to stop paying you and that's your only income, now you're screwed because now you don't have another income stream. I love what I do, right? If one client I fire or they fire me, guess what? I still got 20 others. I still got 30 others, right? So I'll never be broke another day in my life. Thank you, Lord. I'm always looking to build upon my skill set in my field, consulting and education, credit, finance. I'm always looking to level up and become better. So I don't have time to, oh my God, woe is me. I don't have time to have all this anxiety and worry about what somebody ain't doing and what the future ain't doing. Too many people are depressed because they don't have nothing going on. Let's just be honest. They don't have enough going on. They don't have production. They don't have a coach. They don't have a mentor. They don't have people in their life that says, you know what? Let me help you do this. Then people complain, I don't have money. But meanwhile, they smoke weed every fucking day. Weed is a very expensive habit. They drink wine every day, right? They sniffing, you know, these new pills and shit that they got, right? They in the club or they at the bar at happy hour. All that costs money. So if you're not willing to sacrifice all the bullshit, right, you're never going to be able to invest in yourself, right? Wall Street Trapper said. He said, if you don't build your skill on investing your money and accumulating assets and accumulating wealth, all you're going to do is accumulate the bullshit, the headache, the heartache, right? The headaches, the heartache, the sunglasses, the belts, the shoes, the bags, the cars, the bullshit. You accumulate all the bullshit, and when you die, all the bullshit ain't worth nothing. All the bullshit is just worth bullshit. Right? So if you don't accumulate assets, you're just going to continue to compound the bullshit. So I don't know who need to hear that. But if you're depressed, I'm sure your life is not productive. You're not in producing mode. If you're depressed, I'm sure you look at your bank account and want to cry. I'm sure if you're depressed, you look at all your credit card statements and want to cry. I tell people, fuck the bills. Don't even worry about them. They're going to be there. Get some new knowledge. Read a new book, right? I try to listen to an audio book every month. Every month, it's like I have an audio book that I'm tapping into. I got on my Audible, that I pay $14 a month. That's an investment in me, right? Now I'm able to download unlimited audiobooks. And now every month I just pick a book and I just listen to it. And now I have more knowledge, right? So again, you got to get yourself in production mode. So if you haven't filled my form out, because I only look to work with people that want to work with me, right? I don't want to work with people who just randomly say shit. So I have a form that you can actually fill out on my YouTube. I'm doing a Monday night free coaching call, and then if you're in my Myecon financial program, which is $34 a month, we're doing a millionaire training on Tuesday. And if you guys are not in my app, I have my own app where everything is streamlined. I do trainings in there. I do lives in there. You can connect with me. You can inbox me there. And it's my own app. I can say whatever, do whatever inside of my own app. And I keep all my people that want to work with me and want to be with me inside of this app. So the app is $11.99 a month. You get into there. We can talk. We can chat. And we can get on lives inside of my app. So make sure you guys subscribe to YouTube. Make sure you guys are subscribing to my podcast. And make sure you guys start getting into productive mode. You can actually download my free ebook at workwithtanisha.com or Woman's Guide to Success.com. Start reading. Read. How many books have you read this year so far? How many books have you listened to this year? If there's none, you need to get the hell off YouTube. You need to get the hell off Instagram and pick you up a book and start reading. See you guys in class.